requirements around encryption and storage. But it's become increasingly difficult to deal with the patchwork of domestic regulations, the different states on breach notification and issues like that. And there was a part of me, I have a Swiss wife, I'm in the process of becoming Swiss, have a very global perspective on these things. And I think that the EU has been courageous in staking out a higher ground in some ways based on principles. But the sector-specific approach that the U.S. has taken has actually been quite effective. And one thing that often isn't discussed is, independent of the regulatory environment, as a company, you still want to build trust and engage with your customers. So you're driven to act responsibly because more and more that's becoming a competitive differentiator. And I see some folks in the room right now who represent financial institutions who really get that and live that. And so I think it is complicated. I think it is very difficult to solve for that last mile with local regulations. But the best thing that companies can do is look into the substance of the EU requirements, the domestic requirements, and try to build a very converged, and effective program that does the right thing for the customer and establishes a control environment. And the Congressman and I were talking earlier, right now it's critical for companies to be able to leverage technology responsibly. Yeah. And so the one thing that we haven't been discussing much is what's happening in technology. And there's an exponential growth in technology, and companies are looking to leverage it more, and it really comes down to data. And financial services have probably been more advanced than other sectors in using data to understand consumer behavior and to deliver really relevant